gente, tudo bem? Eu sou a Hanoe, sejam muito bem-vindos a mais um vídeo aqui no canal. E hoje a gente vai jogar um jogo que eu baixei na Epic Games quando ele tava de graça, chamado The Stanley Parable, que é a parábola de Stanley. E eu vi que ele é muito antigo, mas eu não joguei, então eu vou jogar porque o canal é meu, eu faço o que eu quiser. E eu sei que ele tem vários e vários finais. Então, se a gente não gostar do final que a gente pegar agora, a gente pode fazer mais um vídeo. E é isso aí, eu acho que já tá em português, obviamente. Olha que legal ali, mano, nossa, muito bom. Inclusive, gente, eu queria avisar que não teve vídeo ontem porque deu um problema na edição, onde a tela do jogo foi gravada, mas ela ficou toda preta, ou seja, eu acho que o jogo não me permitia gravar. Então, infelizmente, né? Mas hoje é um novo dia, hoje é um novo jogo e hoje eu tô toda arrumadinha aqui, mano. Fazia tanto tempo que eu não botava um batom pra gravar. Hoje eu tô até bonitinha, arrumada, com uma roupa brilhosa, que acho que não dá pra ver, mas eu vou mostrar pra vocês, ó, é de brilho, bem menina. Então, mano, deixa eu arrumar aqui e daí a gente começa. Caralho, meu, por que eu fui mexendo nessa porra? Agora sim, mano, agora eu estou pronta e agora a gente vai jogar. Mas primeiro eu quero ver se tô gravando a tela pra não ter problema depois. Tô gravando? Estou. Então vamos lá, Stanley. Ó, tá carregando. Então, é isso. Mano, desculpa se o sol vir muito na minha cara e ficar claro demais. Eu não tenho controle sobre isso. E desculpa também se eu ouvir algum barulho aí. Antes tinha umas crianças batendo, porque criança em casa não tem o que fazer nesse momento, né? Daí fica só incomodando, enchendo o saco, chora por nada. Foda, né? Mas enfim, mano, e aí, como que tá vocês? Vocês estão bem? Eu tô bem. Na verdade, eu não tô bem, não. Não aguento mais ficar em casa, tenho problema, passo mal, sabe? E já queria aproveitar e pedir pra vocês que ainda não me seguem no Instagram e tem interesse de seguir, eu vou deixar o printzinho aí. E tem link lá embaixo na descrição também. E começamos. Nós somos Stanley, eu acho.
Worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
427.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-winning, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job.
Nossa, olha que estranho.
Stanley was happy.
Ah, é? Ele era feliz? Então tá bom, né? Se
And
ele
then
tá
one day,
feliz.
something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget.
Uau,
He had been at his
marcante.
desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to
Que bom
follow.
então, né? Pelo amor
No
de
one
Deus.
had showed up to give him
Descanso.
instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the
Tá
company
todo mundo de
had this
quarentena, é por
house,
isso.
this complete
Não avisaram ele.
isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Tá. Ah, agora é nós, tá? Nossa, eu muito maluca aqui. Nossa, que troço rápido, porra. Tá, então...
All of his co-workers were
susto,
gone.
porra.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Tá, então, onde é a sala de reunião, mano? Eu suponho que deve estar escrito na sala de reunião, mas eu não sei onde é essa sala, sabe? Nossa, até subi na mesa, tô muito louca. Tá, eu odeio segundas. Tá, Estamos tentando, né?
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Ele entrou nessa... Enfim, mano, como é um jogo de escolhas, né? A gente pode escolher ouvir o que ele tá falando ou não. Ele pediu pra gente ir na esquerda. Mas eu, como sou uma menina muito rebelde, muito dona de si, eu vou pra
This was not
direita.
the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Para admirar ela. Adorei. Não, mano, eu só não quero seguir suas ordens, sabe? Eu sou revoltada, só isso.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
É, loucura, né?
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Minha esquerda, cadê? Não tem... Ah, é aquela porta aqui, né? Mas eu não vou, sinto muito, amore. Não vou.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Caralho, que abusado! Tá, então, agora a gente... Tá muito escuro aqui, então eu não vou por ali, eu vou... Mas aqui não tem outra saída, né? Então eu vou por ali aqui. Ah, tá, eu saía aqui, ok. Aqui tem como entrar nessa porta? Não. Tá bom, então aparentemente a gente vai andar nessa plataforma aqui. Muito louca, muito perigosa.
Look, Stanley,
Mas
I
vamos
think
lá.
perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you
Ué, mas-
all this time.
É óbvio.
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
Quem eu esqueci?
Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now,
Oxi.
I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Ela quem, mano?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Ela quem, mano? Que bizarro, eu não sei quem é ela. E não sei do que ele tá falando. Eu não posso voltar? Ah, eu posso. Mas eu não vou. Eu vou entrar aqui. Que susto, porra!
That's her, Stanley. You need to
Cadê a
be the one
legenda?
to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Ele disse que essa é a minha chance, que eu tenho que atender ela e que eu tenho que me redimir com ela e que é a minha chance de atender o telefone. Não apareceu a legenda pra vocês, não sei porquê, mas eu não vou atender o telefone, eu vou desligar
As
ele da
Stanley picked up the
tomada.
phone, a white light engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance, but with hope. Hope for a life reunited one... Wait. Oh, goodness. Stanley, did you just unplug the phone?
Sim.
No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you...
What?
Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it.
Yeah.
How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person.
Eu sou.
I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices.
Meu óbvio.
And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not
É que eu sou
grasp
rebelde.
the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can
Me
educate you
educar
properly on safe
corretamente,
decision-making in the
mano.
real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Tem como eu pular o vídeo pra não ver?
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person.
Escolhas é a
But
melhor
if
parte
used
de ser uma pessoa
incorrectly can also
real.
be the most
Mas
dangerous.
se você escolher
For
errado,
example,
pode ser
in this
perigoso.
scenario, a hypothetical real person named Stephen has a choice.
Ele tem
He
uma
could spend
escolha.
years helping improve the quality of life for
Ele
citizens
pode
of
passar
impoverished
anos
third world
melhorando
nations.
a
Or
vida
he
dos
could
cidadãos.
systematically set fire to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer
Ou ele pode
radius of his
botar
house.
fogo em
Which
qualquer
choice
órfão
would you
vivendo
make?
nessa casa.
Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no
mundo
time should you
real
make a
faz
choice
sentido.
that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
Tá, ele praticamente disse que se eu tô falando com alguém que não faz sentido, a pessoa não é real e que eu... Mano, muito
Excellent.
louco. Ó, agora tem
Making choices on
legenda.
a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space,
Nossa,
your
gente, eu
thoughts
penso
and
tanto
problems
sobre
are
isso.
materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Então,
Welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
tá, eu não tenho... Eu não tenho como escolher diferente agora. Então eu vou passar por essa porta. Tá. Então eu acho que praticamente agora a gente vai ter que subir na plataforma e voltar.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
É foda, né? É foda. Ah, não tem mesmo como pular daqui. Ah. Tá, a gente vai ter que voltar tudo. Ai, mano, que inferno. Eu sou uma pessoa rebelde. Eu não posso nem ter minhas escolhas respeitadas aqui nesse jogo. Ai, meu Deus, eu tô adorando. Eu tô achando ótimo. O cara fica putaço que eu não respeito ele,
Almost
mano.
there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
A gente não teve porta ainda, né? Tá, eu acho que a gente tem que voltar aqui nessa sala. Tá.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would.
Mano, eu
That
sou
means
filha da
choosing
puta, eu vou
responsibly and
ir
always
de novo
putting
pra
the story
direita.
first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Eu vou entrar na direita.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Olha só, parece que o jogo tá quebrado, olha. Olha que estranho. Caralho. Vamos voltar e ver o que acontece. Será que... Mano, então... Tá, agora eu vou entrar nessa porta certa, porque na outra parece que não acontece nada. Susto, porra.
I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do?
Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely?
No.
To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to.
Não desliga.
I have to.
Acabou, será?
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You. Who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it.
Não quer mais.
That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you?
Não.
You're a child.
Dizendo que eu sou uma criança, mano.
My story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility.
Dando spoiler
you would have
aí,
destroyed
mano.
it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first.
Tá, a gente
I'm
voltou
quite
de
sure you'll
novo
be
pra
up to the
cá.
task. Just follow my
Tá,
lead
eu
and
acho
you'll
que
be
ele falou
fine.
tudo
All
aquilo
right.
pra gente
When
meio que
Stanley
seguir o que
came to
ele
a
quer
set of
dessa
two
vez.
open doors,
Mas
he
eu
entered the
vou
door on his
continuar
left.
fazendo o que eu quero.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry.
Tá.
Behave exactly as Stanley would.
Nossa, ele
That
tá
means choosing
tentando
responsibly
até o
and
fim,
always
mano.
putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All
Bom
right.
moço, não vai ser dessa
When
vez.
Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Ai, moço, não vai rolar. Sinto muito.
No! Why did you do that?
Eu
Quickly,
não quero
hurry.
essas instruções. Eu não me importo, eu não
Behave
ligo.
exactly as Stanley would.
Eu
That
acho que a
means
gente vai ficar
choosing
nesse looping
responsibly
pra
and always
sempre, na
putting
real,
the story
até
first. I'm
entrar
quite sure
na
you'll be
porta
up to
que
the
ele
task.
quer.
Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Tá, vamos tentar mais uma vez. Se der a mesma coisa, a gente vai pra outra.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry. Behave exactly as Stanley would.
Tá, não deu.
That
Então a
means
gente vai
choosing
entrar nessa aqui
responsibly
logo
and
e ver o que
always
ele quer.
putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my
não.
lead and you'll be fine. All right.
Ou eu finalizo o
When
vídeo
Stanley
aqui.
came to a set
Não.
of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Opa. Tá.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Nossa, tá tudo tipo muito escuro.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was
Olha.
once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
Loucura,
Shocked,
né?
unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver
Eu
next to
acho
it.
que é isso.
Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115.
Night
Was this the
Shark
code to open the door?
115.
Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Tá bom. Vamos mexer nos troços aqui, mano.
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Moça, eu não posso falar, sinto muito. Suas ordens não vai ser...
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
Infelizmente não posso fazer nada, moça. Não tem como. Se você quer, você
fine.
abre.
You're not going to do it, but you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices.
O Stanley
He
é
knows what it
controlado por
means to take a
você,
story
moça.
seriously.
Aceita.
If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You
Mas
could
eu
have done
fui.
whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you
Ele
coward.
tá puto, mano.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay?
Tá gravando.
Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me?
Esse foi o nosso final, mano.
Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose. Do something. Anything. This is more important than you can ever know. I need this.
Gostei, mano. Eu gostei muito, na verdade.
So, you hear me? Are you there? You listening
Nossa,
to
eu
this?
gostei muito. Eu não sei muito bem como pôr em palavras o que eu penso sobre, mas eu gostei muito. Isso tem muito a ver com a nossa vida, né? Que a gente faz muito mais escolhas por conta do que as outras pessoas vão achar, ou a gente vai de acordo com as pessoas que as pessoas querem que a gente faça, não com o que a gente quer. Mas aí, no caso, é um jogo, sabe? Tem o narrador da história que escolhe pelo Stanley, mas na vida real somos nós. E às vezes a gente vai por pessoas, outras pessoas reais também. Mano, eu não sei, é tudo muito louco. Achei muito louco esse jogo, não sei explicar direito. Vocês que lutem com essa resposta que eu dei aí. Mas então, mano, a gente vai jogar mais finais desse jogo com toda certeza. Então, é isso. Muito obrigada se você assistiu até aqui. Deixe seu like, seu comentário se você gostou do vídeo. Se inscreve aqui no canal se você ainda não é inscrito. E é isso, muito obrigada e até o próximo vídeo. Tchau!